Welcome to the New Church Without Walls International. We're glad you're viewing us today and glad you tuned in with us. Listen, we look forward to seeing you. We're at 300 South Kensington in Lecanto, Florida. Our service time, listen, you can come at 8 o'clock, you can come at 9:30 Sunday school, or you can come at 11 o'clock, or you can come on a Wednesday. It's called Happy Hour. Happy Hour, 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Then bilingual services on Friday. We'd love to have you. God bless you. We look forward to seeing you. If you're in our neck of the woods, don't forget to stop by 300 South Kensington, Lecanto, the New Church Without Walls International, where all people are somebody special. And there's no perfect people, but we look forward to seeing you. God bless you. Have a great day now. Bye-bye.
En español. They are in Spanish.
So I gotta learn Spanish. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Hallelujah. Good morning.
Buenos días.
God bless you.
Dios le bendiga.
How are you?
¿Cómo están?
Oh, he aprendido poquito inglés.
I have learned a little bit English.
Pastor Douglas,
Pastor Douglas,
muchas gracias.
thank you very much.
He sentido mucho su amor
I felt a lot your love
y el amor de toda la iglesia.
and the love of every one of you.
Me llevo el abrazo de todos.
I'm taking everyone's hand.
Y son muy especiales
And you are very special
para mí,
to me,
mi esposo,
my husband,
mi hijo.
my son.
Están viendo el culto en vivo en YouTube.
They are watching the service right now in YouTube.
Aleluya. Y es para mí un honor
For me, it's an honor
obsequiarle
to give you
mi música panameña
my music, my Panamanian music
que Dios me ha dado
that God has given me,
y la música navideña
and the Christmas music
de mi familia.
from my family.
Le amamos mucho.
We love you all.
Amados,
Loved ones,
se me había olvidado decirles,
I forgot to tell you,
en la iglesia Sol de Justicia, que es una iglesia cuna,
the church Soul of Justice, that's in Indian, indigenous.
mi esposo allí con un celular,
My husband with a cell phone.
también está viendo el servicio
He also watching the service right
en esta mañana,
this morning,
porque nosotros hacemos cultos en la noche.
because we have service at night time.
Así que un saludo. ¡Vape Vendaje!
All right.
¡Vape Vendaje!
Vaca Vendante.
Que Dios les bendiga.
God bless you.
También ellos enviaron, pero para cuando tengan tiempo,
They also send
un video muy pequeño
a small video
donde felicitan y saludan a la iglesia
where they say hello to the church, the New Church Without Walls,
en español,
in Spanish,
en inglés
in English,
y en cuna.
and in Kuna, the language of the Indians.
Do we have it or are we going to do it?
Tom has it.
Tom, you got it?
Así que Dios les bendiga.
Then let's get it then. All right.
La iglesia, nueva iglesia sin paredes, amar de salvaje relajo. Un saludo fraternal hasta la iglesia, nueva iglesia sin paredes. Dios me bendiga.
Muchas gracias. Dios te bendiga. Okay, bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you. Amen. Thank you. Clap your hands. God bless you. Amen. Thank you. My heart is certainly overwhelmed when I look at other countries. Have you ever been to other countries and you see that they don't have as much as we as Americans. We live, we have so much. Some of our excess, what we have leftovers, will be a blessing to some of these countries. Every time I meet someone from another country, it's like my heart goes to them. I know God has called this church to be a storehouse so that we can help and bless other countries. I really believe that. I also believe that we don't have but a little bit of time to do what we need to do. That's why I'm so grateful that we can train people in a Bible college. I want to tell you, I really appreciate that.
Amen.
We're training and equipping people. I believe the Bible said this, in the last days, knowledge shall increase. If you ever have a chance to get in school, training, we have classes Wednesday night. This church is equipped to help you and to prepare you, to help you and put you in a place where you can be doing God's will and God's work. I want to tell you, my friends, today, we only have a short time to do what we need to do. Now you're looking at me and say, Pastor, you know, we've been saying that a long time. And I'm going to keep on saying it. We don't have but a short time to do what we do. I'm grateful to be my age and to do what I've done, but one of my friends, 30 years at the Sheriff's Department, 29 years, and the guys know what I'm talking about back there, just passed away yesterday from a heart attack. A detective getting ready to retire next year. Give her whole life helping people. Sex crimes on the computer and just a detective doing all she can. Time is short. Every week, sometimes I want you to listen to me, sometimes I do maybe 4 to 5 funerals per week I'm doing. It'll probably don't mean that to you, right? I just believe that we're living in the last days. Hopefully I can give you some kind of instruction today that would motivate you. We figured that we got time and we put everything aside. This is a little more tough message today, but it's going to hopefully provoke you. Somebody say provoked.
Provoked.
Hopefully I can provoke you into doing God's work since we only have a short time. Can you turn the lights down a little, Tom, and maybe play my video, please? Thank you. Allow me to present this video to you before I get started.
Unbelievable. The whole world turned upside down.
What if?
This is insane. People don't just disappear. What's next?
You knew
The people are missing. Dozens of seats empty.
What's going on here?
this
How do you hide from something?
was about to happen.
I am standing in the middle of an all-out attack.
Prepare to witness
Are you telling me that they're dead? That they're not coming back?
an ancient prophecy
Of years?
It's written in the scriptures, I guarantee it.
about to become true.
What's coming?
It's gonna get a lot worse.
Based on the New York Times bestseller,
They're not here. They're not anywhere.
Left Behind.
If you accept it, he was against us.
Nobody just walked off this airplane. We are at 37,000 feet.
I know they're dead or lost.
Or even worse, or more of us disappeared. The sun is gone. Fire is raining from the sky.
Fear.
When is the last time you slept?
I'm gonna get you to a safe house.
Inception.
Young government. There's a servant.
Do you know who you're dealing with?
Do you?
I knew your message. I knew your words.
Left Behind. The movie.
Oh, it's true.
Seeing
praise. Amen. Look at your neighbor and say, I don't want to be left behind. I want to actually talk to you, hopefully in a way that would provoke you and get your attention. It's not so much a preaching, but just simple. And to let you know that we have a short time. The answer to the world is in the church. Many of us, we put away things, we put time away, we allow our lives to be put on a hold because we think we have time. But every day that I wake up, I realize I'm getting closer and closer. I hope you would understand that God has given us all time, a timetable, a time period. And it talks about a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up, a time to die, a time to live. We've all been given that. Could this be the sign of the times? I want to bring a message to ask you a question. Could this be the sign of the times? I want to say to you, everything that could take place and needs to take place has already happened. So Jesus could come back anytime. I know you don't hear these kind of messages because we want our churches full and packed. And we don't want to tell you how lucky you look. And that you're going to get a car. And that life is all good and smooth. And everything going to be all right. I want to tell you, life is not always good. Things are not always right. And that you're going to have to put yourself in a position to receive everything that God has for you. What am I telling you? That many of you have sat comfortably in our seat of do nothing. And we sat in the church and we sat and we allow and see others do what they do. Oh, we get upset, we get mad because we don't like the way things are going. We don't like the way things are run. But God has put something inside of you, and if you had just worked with it a little while, everything will work out. I don't know if you was here last week. My message was everything is what?
Under control.
Say it again. The situation is under what? There's no way that God would allow and create a place for you and I to occupy without making sure that everything is going to be worked out. What he does do is he gives us the option to choose, to make a decision, to make sure and give us a choice to do what we need to do and to be all that we can be for him. So he created his church and he created a system for the church. And if you work the system, the path has already been made. I want to tell you that I've done a lot of things, and trust me when I tell you I've done a lot of things in life and been very successful. God bless me. I'm just telling you, I've had a great military career, a great social career. I've had a great life. But I didn't find that life until I found Jesus. Amen. I've been happy as I ever been is when I found Jesus, and I found Jesus in my life, the path. The scripture says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will what? Direct our path. So I'm saying to you, if you want to know what's good and what's cooking and what's going to work for you, get Jesus first. Put God before anything else. Let him be first in your life. And see won't everything come out and work out the way it's supposed to be. 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 5. You don't have it?
This know also.
This I want you to know also. In the what days? In the last days. I know you think you got 50, 100 years. Good.
Perilous times.
Perilous times, tough times
Shall come.
shall come. Now, I don't know if you don't believe it's tough time, but it's crazy when you can't go shopping and you go into a local store without worrying if you're going to get shot, if you can send your children to school without knowing if they're going to come back home or not. I don't know if you know what it is. Some people just crazy. They're walking in churches. You heard what I said. And they shoot people. Just last week, the other day, somebody walked in a church service, and you can try it if you want to hear it, and it's going to be a different story for you. I can tell you right now, we are protected with the Holy Ghost and Smith and Wesson. Praise the Lord. I know you don't want to hear it. I can't believe the preacher. Let me tell you something. You don't have to praise the preacher here, because every man shining ain't gold. And every man smile at you don't mean the good for you. So that's why we get taken away, because we're so gullible.
Yes. Amen.
Yes.
So, perilous times, they're not coming, they're here. So what are you saying, preacher? Okay, then read this.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
People love themselves. They love themselves, really, more than they love God. They'll do anything for themselves. Don't realize if you love God, everything else will work out. But we run to take care of our pleasures. Come on, talk to me now. Come on, I want to talk to you. Can I hit you where you're supposed to hit you? If I hit you, I didn't mean to miss you. We put more emphasis on vacation and going to have a good time on the beach, going to the game. I'm telling you that we do put focus on trying to build your life and make a better life. You being a better person, you growing higher, you getting stronger, you getting victory in God than we do anything else. I got 3 hands. You know why? Because we're all guilty. And I don't expect you to get any claps, because the Bible said we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Lord. Well, I'm a preacher, so guess what? You're in my game, so I got to work this game here.
Covetous.
Covetous.
Boasters.
Boasters.
Proud.
They're so proud, this generation. I mean, you can't even talk to this generation. You can't say nothing to people. You used to be able to tell people about their children and tell them what they can do with your children. I hope you read, Mama. I hope you're watching me, Mama. But nobody can tell your children nothing. That means that you're going to have to raise them your own, and you're not raising them on your own. So guess what? The social system, which is the judicial system, is going to raise them. It used to be the whole community help you raise your children.
Blasphemers.
Blasphemers.
Disobedient to parents.
Disobedient to parents. Some of you allow your children to talk to you any kind of way. Treat you any kind of way. Mess over you any kind of way. And then you still allow them to do what they want to do and have what they have. In fact, some of them have better stuff than you have. There's no way that I'm going to allow my children to have a cell phone that costs $1,000, and here I am with a flip phone. Come on now, don't look at me like that. Your child driving a Benz, and here you are driving an Oop, you can't even get to work. Your children wearing the best of clothes and gotta have name brand. Yeah, your name brand, all right, the brand that I get you. What name is the brand that I just got you? That's the brand. Come on, talk to me.
Unthankful.
You can give a child something. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. You can buy them something
and they'll get it, unthankful, and just throw it in the corner. Well, why are you spending all that money anyway, and all they're going to do is play on it, and it don't take them long to capture and get the best of it. Once my old grandson, he's 5, 6 years, 7 years old, he can computerize, he can do it all, he can maximize it, he can potential, and he is done with it because it don't even fascinate him no more. Once they're done with it, they're done with it. But you're spending all this money to make sure that they have the best. And they never came back and told you, thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Grandpa.
Unholy.
And it certainly is unholy. Now, we live in a generation when all a kid got, the phone that you bought your child, got sex on it. They can be on the internet just by one click. And they can get more stuff than you ever seen in your life. Come on, talk to me. The internet is good, don't get me wrong, I love it, it's good. But what you don't know, and I'm going to tell you a secret. I got some guys that work with me, the sheriff department got a deputy over here. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Do you know every time you hit a site, we have what they call NCIC, National Computer Information System. Every time, I'm talking to some of you that's been, pointing around too, that, every time you click that site, your name come up. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, every time something that. How do you think they're catching all these pedophiles and people if they call somebody that's on the computer? My friend just passed away. She was one of them. She didn't have to go out of the office. She just wait for the computer light to light up where you lit up on a system. You lit up on a site. Right. That's how the FBI catches people. They don't go out looking for you. It's what you do with the freedom you have of one touch. Clicking.
Without natural affection.
Don't have any affection.
Truth breakers.
And they always, and we live in a situation now where people just don't tell you the truth. They lie to you in your face and they tell you they're going to do it. And it's hard now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Somebody shout, it's hard now. To trust people.
False accusers.
They false accuse. They just lie. If you live godly, you're going to suffer persecution. That's why it's hard for me to kind of talk to people, because first thing, you're going out with them, you're loving them, you're the boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. It's hard now.
It is. Amen.
Don't let your good be even spoken of as well.
Incontinent. Fierce. Despisers of those that are good.
And they're always coming against people that's doing the right thing. Let me tell you something. I know we do a lot of good things here, but you got the devil out there that's watching and don't like what we're doing. So the devil is not sitting back, drinking lemonade and Kool-Aid. The devil is mad and the devil don't like what we do. When you do good, you can expect to suffer persecution. Anybody ever done something good and they still lied on you? You meant it for good and the devil turning it around for evil. Can I talk to somebody? But do I get excited? No, I don't get excited. I just begin to pray. The Bible says, blessed are you, happy are you when men talk about you and say all manner of evil. You ought to be praising the Lord when people talk about you and say all manner of evil. You ought to give God praise. You all are nothing but real filthy rags. And your righteousness is filthy rags. And you got to get to the point where you understand you can't do nothing without Jesus, and you ain't nobody without the Lord working in your life. I want to tell you something. I never think of all this in a bag of Doritos. I always know every day I got to come before a holy God and ask God to help me do what I do and ask God to work in my life. Look at somebody and say, without the God in my life, I'm nothing. Without the Lord on my side, I'm just a failure. You need Jesus.
Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
Don't let me say that. Now, y'all need to stop all that cat because this might hit you down your road. If they had something going on, pleasure. You'll be down there and pay $110 a ticket to get in there. And they got smoke everywhere. I don't know how you do it. And you inhabiting all of that crazy stuff. And the music y'all play today, I don't even know what y'all saying anyway. I ain't got no problem with rap. I just don't know what you're saying. And you just paid $110 for something you don't even understand. Oh, you know it sounds good. Don't laugh, because you've been there. Don't laugh, because all Teddy Pendergrass got to do is, you know what I'm saying, one of those flying. Can you play me some sax? Play me some sax. See, they're talking, but all you got to do, you'll be fine until you get some of this sax come on you. Don't look at me like that preacher don't tell you. See, the problem is you ain't had nobody to tell you like this. You've been dancing around this thing. That's why I don't go around that too much. Because I know I ain't all the way there yet. And if you play a little bit, before you know it, what was good, I found myself drifting away into it. And then before you know, turn the music here, and then I'll be fighting. And before you know it, I'm all the way in. Somebody said, once you're in, it's hard to get out. You got to take my foot today. Holy boys. Y'all don't look at me like that. It wasn't just the pastor all the way almost fell in. Having something that looked like God. See, we living in a generation where stuff look like God. A form of God may look like God. May smell like, oh my goodness, but is it really God? We love church now. They say, oh, church was great. So great. But we walk away. If it was so great, why are you still? I haven't changed yet. When it's great, it changes. It changes you. It gets inside of you. You walk away with something. I believe we're in a season of teaching, not so much preaching, because everybody want to. I used to be in church. Okay, what are you saying? Oh Lord, he can preach. What did he say?
But denying the power thereof.
But then denying the power. Some churches are packed out this morning. God bless them. But some of them are just social clubs. Because if it would change, you could walk out and do the same old thing you did yesterday. If the pastor has to live it, and in order to get to heaven, you got to do the same thing, because God has no respect of person. You know why you're sitting in here today? It's because something needs to be corrected. So God has all these pastors. We have a church full of pastors, church full of great leaders to train you and equip you. But if you don't come to the party, you're never going to eat what we're serving. A form of denying of power. For such turn away. I know this is different today. You don't have to tell me. I want the pastors to come up here and line across here. I want to show you something. Just come up here. If you're a pastor, you're a teacher, you're a leader. Come up here. I want to show you something. Come on. I want to show you something. Come quickly. You can't do both. First of all, I refuse to be normal. I refuse to be like everybody else. It is my job as a pastor, as a leader, and it's their job as pastors and ministers, leaders, to preach the gospel, to teach the gospel, to train and equip you, to prepare you for heaven. But if you never come to them and you never come to the class, you're never going to get a passing grade. What am I telling you today? God has chosen you. You came here this morning. I know you did because you wouldn't be sitting there. We have classes. We got a Bible college. We got everything you possibly can think to make your life better. But if you don't receive what we give you, it's not because we didn't try to give it to you. God has chosen leaders so that they can lead you into greater things, a greener pasture. I'm asking you to look at the people on this up here. And I want to tell you, if they don't treat you right, you tell me, because I don't want nobody on this team that don't treat you right and don't respect you. It is our job to do our part to help you to get to where you need to be. But it's your job to come and to eat and to dine and to feast at the table in which we will prepare for you. So I'm asking you, no longer can you sit behind. I'm talking to you now. Some of you are preachers out there. You never been to no church service back there. I know you ain't been to nothing like this before. You don't have to tell me that. I know. I ain't never done nothing like this. I could have preached Daniel in the lion den, but God said no. So some of you should be on the praise team. Don't talk about the music if you're not going to be a part of the solution. Don't talk about the church if you're not going to be active in the church and get involved in the church. Don't talk about a problem that you're not willing yourself to go in and be the correction to the problem. We can save the whole world if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and heal the land. The church in the 20th century is the answer. The church has always been the answer. But will you come to the church? Will you get involved? So today is a day of action. Somebody say a day of action. If it was a military, we'd call it, it's time to sign up. Am I God's biggest recruiter? I'm going to ask you today to think about this. Today we're here, tomorrow we're gone. What if you had the opportunity to be a blessing and to help somebody, and then something happened and you're not here no more? There's a lot of gifts in the grave. What good are they in the grave? What good is a gift being not used? You sat long enough. I'm talking to you.
I'm glad you're watching, honey. I love you. Bring me some Chicago home. Now, I want to get back to this. What good is it for a man to profit the whole world and then lose your soul? Is everything perfect in the church now? It ain't perfect at your job neither, but you go there every day. Everything ain't perfect in your home, but you go home and you go to sleep there every day. There ain't nothing perfect. Today, I'm calling you. Some of you supposed to be preaching, man. What's up? Some of you need to come and get trained and equipped. This is crazy to have a church service like this. What's most important? And I'm going to tell you, you can try all you want to try to replace God with whatever you want to replace. It ain't going to fit. Why would you, the Bible said one day is like 1,000 years with the Lord, and 1,000 years that's one day. You can try to do something for 1,000 years and it never happened. And all God needs to do is one day. He can change the course of your life.